Hi everyone. So today I've decided to pull my Bible out and Bible journal, watercolor in it, which I haven't done in a really long time because this last year has just been really stressful and really hard for us and left us no time to do anything fun or creative like this. But today I've decided to do it, and I'm ready to pull it out and have some fun. Today I've decided to work in Psalms, and I picked Psalms 46 mostly because of verse 10 that talks about be still and know that I am your God, which is very important for me because I struggle a lot with knowing when to just be still and let God handle the situation. Knowing when I can do something about it and when I need to just be still and let things play out the way they need to play out. Sometimes it's really hard, when you're going through a difficult situation, learning how to just calm down. So now I'm going to do carnations and roses because one of my friends from church just recently told me that she loved one of my pages that I did prior, this one here, and I told her that I would do a video on how to do it. You need a round brush, as I showed you earlier. When you're doing the carnation, you start out with a darker color and lighten it with white so that it's a lighter color, and then you make several little dots in a circular fashion, and then just swoop and make like little C's all the way around those little dots. The round brush really helps because it's just the right shape to make like a fat C all the way around. Now you go back to the original color that you mixed with white. It's a darker color now, and so now you can go through and make the highlights. Then go back into the center and make your little dots and just highlight all the way around. And that's a carnation. So now I'm going to go through in here and I'm going to make some leaves. I always make two leaves together. I don't know why, but I think that looks good for some reason. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It looks good to me, and that's all that matters. I'm making the leaves have these roughed up edges because if you look at the leaves on carnations and roses, they're not straight. And so I've roughed the edges up to make them look a little bit more realistic. The most important thing to remember though is just have fun. Don't overstress out about making it perfect or make it look exactly like somebody else's. Make it yours, and if you mess up, like Bob Ross says, it's a happy little accident. You just make something good out of it. So now I'm going to do the roses. And I don't normally start out with a lighter color when I do the roses, but today I decided to. I'm not sure why, but I did on the first rose that I did. There's a technique to it. So you make two C's in the center and you kind of make them like cross a little bit, if you can see that. And then with the round brush, I gently swipe it across the top of the tip, and then I press down and then come back up again. And it makes this beautiful rose petal shape that you're seeing here. You just remember that you start out lightly making a line with the tip, and then you press down, and then you come back up, finishing with a thin line. Now I'm going to go back through because those shapes are supposed to be a dark color. So I'm going to go through and make them a dark color, a dark red maroonish color. You can make them any color you want. I like to make my roses this color because I feel like that's the most common rose color. Now you pick up the lighter color that you made with the white and the original red color that you're using, and you go through and you just fill in, trying to make it blend with the darker color, but not so much like wash away the shape of the darker color. You want them to blend and make like a petal look. Don't be too hard on yourself if it doesn't quite turn out. It's okay. Mine didn't turn out here like I really wanted it to, so I went back in and re-highlighted some of the darker red spots because I felt like they got a little too washed out. You know, things happen, you get messed up, and you just go in and you just try to fix it and make it fit. It's not looking perfect, but it's looking okay. So now I'm going to make some leaves on this rose. And I'm going to really do it exactly the same way that I did it on the carnation. Give it the roughed up edges, and you know, I'm going to do two right here side by side and really make it look good. And that's how you do a carnation and a rose, or at least how I do a carnation and a rose. Now I'm going to finish up by just filling this page with tons of flowers and leaves and baby's breath and everything that you would expect to see in a rose bouquet. Happy watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks.